She comes across like diamonds, diamonds, easy in love when the lights are low. She comes into focus, focus, the closer she gets, the more I know. She takes more whiskey than my wine,
We're back again. My friend Lisa has come to join us again after taking 2 weeks away from not being here. I'm coming back to something that I had about 6 weeks ago. This is the Goodridge and Williams, I think it's Western Grains. Yeah, Western Grains Canadian whiskey from, I think it's Delta, BC. Yeah, Delta, BC.
Okay.
And we're going to, it's a tight cork.
It's Canadian.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, it is very Canadian. So I don't say when.
No, you just do what you do.
Okay. You might not like it.
Okay. I probably will not.
We'll see. We'll find out. I kind of found it to be a little on the bland side when I first opened it. And now I'm coming back after... that is much too tight. I'll have to get a looser one. Or maybe we'll, I don't know, finish this or something. Okay. So, I'm getting corn sweetness right away.
Yeah, it doesn't smell as strong as the other ones have.
Well, this one's only bottled at 40%.
Okay.
And this one is, I'm just getting corn sweetness, maybe a bit of honey. Yeah, a bit of honey, bit of toffee maybe.
Ooh.
And if you don't get all those things that I get,
yeah,
it's okay.
No, I'm actually, of course, your power suggestion, but when you're saying that, I'm picking those things up. But that's just because I'm probably not used to, I don't know what I'm, like I said, I don't know what I'm looking for.
Okay.
But the honey.
The first thing I get, well, like I said, when I first nose it, corn sweetness, corn, then honey, then some toffee. And
what's corn sweetness? What's corn?
Corn is...
Is that like corn syrup?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
actually an ingredient?
It's not an ingredient. This is just... This stuff... Okay, what's in the whiskey reminds you of these things.
Okay.
It reminds me of honey, reminds me of toffee, reminds me of corn.
Corn syrup I don't think I've ever smelled or had.
To me, this one smells just like corn syrup.
Oh, look at that bottle.
Yeah.
That's a nice bottle. That's what I like is the bottle. What do you do with the bottles when you're done? Recycle?
Yeah.
No. Give them to me. I want to keep them.
Only if you give me a dime per bottle.
Okay, fine.
Because that's what they give me when I recycle.
I will give you a dime.
You will give me a dime?
I will give you 25 cents.
Okay.
They're so cool.
Just give that a whiff.
That's neat.
Just.
This is whiskey?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 40 Creek Resolve. And that one to me smells just like corn syrup that you put on a waffle.
Okay.
Or on pancakes.
Good bottle is neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, that's.
I gotta get my own collection going.
That's pure Mrs. Butterworth.
And they don't make her anymore.
No, eh?
Apparently they don't make her anymore. But I like her too.
Okay. This has some of that too, but a little more honey, and actually it even says on here what it's supposed to be like. This is their notes, tasting notes.
Wood, stone fruits, toffee, and honey.
I'm not getting any stone fruits on this one. Stone fruits would be like apricots and peaches and
Yep, got you.
I'm not getting any.
But maybe when you taste it.
Yeah, it's a tasting note, but I wasn't getting that at all.
And mind you, it's been open for a while.
Mm-hmm. Corn. You okay? I'm getting corn. I'm getting some of that toffee. But you know, there's an off-putting note here.
Heartburn?
No.
Okay.
There's a it's fine when I first taste it. I get some of that honey. I get some of that corn sweetness. And stone fruits, very little.
Yeah, I'm not tasting that.
Very little stone fruits.
It would be good if I could taste it stone fruit.
I have some whiskeys that taste.
Let's try those. You're swishing. How come you're swishing?
Because?
No, you're when you take a sip.
Oh, that's to coat the mouth.
Okay.
And
I didn't do that yet.
Okay. You do it whichever way you like.
Okay.
Any way you like.
I try and just swallow it.
Oh, well, then you get the aftertaste. Then you get the finish.
The problem is I'll put it in my mouth,
Mhm.
and then just before, I have to, actually prepare, 4, 3, 2, 1, it, okay, go.
Why don't you try this?
I just swallow it,
Why don't you try this?
hard for me to swallow it. Okay.
Try it with some water.
I've never done that before, actually. Really?
Yeah.
You do that sometimes.
Sometimes. But I do it usually with whiskeys that are a lot stronger than this.
Oh, yeah. Well,
If it's got more than about 51, 52% alcohol by volume, that's when I will add water.
what about an ice cube? No?
Huh?
Is that frowned upon? Ice.
If you want to put ice in it, you can do that. But the ice will change it. As the ice melts, it will change it and change it and change it and change it.
But do people have, on the rocks? Do people do that?
People do that.
Okay.
They do that a lot with bourbon.
On the rocks.
Yeah.
I don't know what bourbon is, but...
Ah, you don't know what bourbon is.
I'm sorry I asked.
We're going to have to give you a taste.
Okay, I want to try this now. And we didn't do the leggy thing either.
Yeah, you got some... We got...
Droplets.
We got trails of droplets coming down, as usual, with these glasses that are... Yeah, but they don't... The droplets are sticking pretty good. But they're sheeting action. It just sheets right down, and then it leaves those droplets on there. And you got trails just like I do.
Yeah, but now I have water here, so...
Now you have water in
Make
it.
difference, eh?
It should mellow it out a little bit. Make it a little more drinkable. And maybe it would bring out more flavors. Maybe.
Different flavors, actually.
Mhm.
Yeah, that went down a little. It went down a little bit easier, definitely.
Mhm.
I'm hoping, by the end of all of it, then I may actually enjoy a glass.
That can take some time. You might even enjoy peated whiskey.
Let's not go too far.
Okay. Well, what I'm getting here is I'm getting the same honey, and I'm still getting some toffee. But there is an off-putting note on the finish. It's a little bit bitter, and that kind of ruins the experience for me. I would prefer maybe some spice, but this is just a bitter note that creeps in towards the end. And I don't know if it's...
It would be nice if it finished with a spice.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's... I don't know.
But you had this one before.
Yes.
And does it taste different?
I'm getting more flavor out of it now than I did before.
Okay.
I thought it was quite plain and bland. It's okay as it goes, but then there is that off-putting bitter note at the end in the finish. And so I would probably not purchase this again.
No.
It's it's okay to try it once.
When I swallowed it and then I was like breathing,
Yeah.
and I could taste what you're talking about.
That bitter.
I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes it gets better.
Oh yeah.
Then you can taste like.
There are some that have fantastic finishes. But
yeah,
this
like
one,
an aftertaste, right? Is
yeah.
that sort of what it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the finish is the aftertaste, and I find that this one leaves me kind of unsatisfied because of that bitter note that comes in at the end.
Yes, it's not very enjoyable.
Well, I don't know. Maybe if I add some water to it, let's see.
That's what it did taste different.
Okay, we'll add
A little less harsh, but then what you said, the aftertaste, it changed the aftertaste.
Did it make it more bitter?
I think it did. Well, for me, I felt like it came up more like strong.
Okay. Let's try that with the water.
I don't quite know the whiskey lingo yet, so. It's different, no?
Yeah, you know what? Now I'm getting some vanilla, which I wasn't getting before.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When I add water, I got some vanilla, and I'm starting to get the stone fruits a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm getting some.
It definitely mellowed it up for me.
Some peach and apricot kind of thing.
I should probably try and finish my glass this time.
If you don't feel like it, that's fine too.
No, I should try.
You can put it aside and leave it aside while we try something else.
Yeah, I could.
And if you want to drink it later,
oh yeah, okay.
You can do it that way. And don't worry, I have plenty of glasses, so it's now that I've added water, that bitter note is not so strong as it was before.
I feel like since you said vanilla,
yeah,
I can smell that with the water.
Yeah, with the water, the water brings out some vanilla.
Like a lot, no?
Quite a bit. And it brings out the stone fruits, which were not there before. And it also mellows that bitter aftertaste. Mm-hmm. So, maybe this one requires a little bit of water to make it more enjoyable.
And do some whiskeys require water like that?
Yeah, some do, but usually, but the water always changes it. And I know that myself, personally, I don't usually add water to a 40% alcohol by volume whiskey. I usually add water if it's more than 50%, or, if it's really strong, then I'll add water to it to make it so it doesn't just burn my taste buds out and I don't taste anything.
I wonder if ice cube would help it go down better.
If ice?
Yeah, if it was colder. No?
Well, then you'd taste less of it.
Yeah, exactly. I'll try that one next time. No.
Unfortunately, I don't have any ice.
Yeah, I'm going to bring some.
Okay, you bring some ice next time.
Ugh. Do you ever get heartburn from it, though?
No.
No? Okay.
But I always drink
You're so used to it.
I always drink a lot of water, too.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it's true. I do drink a lot.
This is heavier than like a vodka. Is it heavier? I feel like it's like a.
This is the same strength as a vodka.
No, but I feel like it's got more coating in it.
There's more stuff in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay.
Because vodka is just plain alcohol.
Yeah.
Vodka goes through a still. Okay, they distill it. They distill whatever they're distilling. They make it out of potatoes in Russia, and they make it out of anything in usually corn, maybe in North America. Or so they take the corn, they mash it, and they ferment it, right? They got to ferment the corn, and then they put that in the still because they make basically a beer.
Yeah,
they have to ferment
first. You said
they had to ferment, so you have to have the yeast going in there and eating up the grain and pissing out alcohol and burping up carbon dioxide.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that a true statement, or did you just make that up? Okay,
that's real. that's how you make beer.
Okay.
Okay, and then you add some hops.
Okay. Yeah. I don't really know how to make beer either, but
I used to make beer in my kitchen.
Yeah, so did my dad. Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, it smelled though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you have the yeast eating away at the grain, making the alcohol.
Mm.
And then they take it a step further. They take this beer or fermented stuff
Yeah.
and they distill it. And when they distill it, they put it through a still. What happens is alcohol.
It's kind of like. Is it kind of like? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's fine.
Is it kind of like a sifter? Like,
No.
Would that be like you're just getting the alcohol and it's taking? No. Okay.
No, what they're doing
What's
is
it still then? Like a.
okay. What it is basically they boil it. Okay.
Okay.
And since the alcohol has a lower boiling point than water,
Mm-hmm.
it will come out first.
Right. Well, it's like cooking when you cook with
Yeah,
alcohol.
But the alcohol goes up into the still, and then it condenses, and you get.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Then okay. So on the other side of the still, you get some foreshots, or you get some stuff that's no good at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
but then you get the alcohol, which is the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's the stuff you keep,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get stuff at the end that boils out that are no good, and the water.
Yeah.
But then the whiskey, when it comes out the other end, it's what is it, 70% alcohol, and there's some water and some other things in it, and fats and esters and what have you. Once it's through the still, it's like a vodka. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's just alcohol.
Yeah.
And then they mix it with water to bring the proof down. Bring the alcohol content down to 40% or 35% or whatever. They do the same thing with whiskey.
And then what? They add all these spices and stuff?
No, with vodka they just put it in a bottle.
Oh yeah, not vodka, but I mean whiskey.
With whiskey they put it in a barrel.
Oh yeah, right.
Okay.
And then it sits there for.
And then it sits in the barrel for however much time. And they may take samples of it every now and then. And they go, oh, this still needs some more aging, and that's.
Oh, they take samples.
Yeah.
How?
Like
they have like a little corky thing they can take samples, like it comes out the side or something.
Yeah,
maybe.
they have a spirit thief.
Sure. That's cool though, actually.
Yeah, it's usually a pipe, and they can plug a hole on the top of the pipe, and it brings the whiskey out, and they pour it into a glass and they try it.
Oh, okay. No, let's let it sit for longer.
Yeah, or you should go visit a distillery.
I think that
one of these days
we should actually take a video there.
I've done it.
Oh no!
But maybe you should come visit.
No, yeah, totally.
Maybe if we get together with.
There's a new one. I thought.
There's a few.
New one coming. You said. No?
Well, there's one nearby right here.
Oh, okay.
But I'm friends with the guys with Leon Webb.
Mm-hmm.
He's the distiller up at Shelter Point.
Okay.
And he's had me over.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
I think you'd enjoy visiting.
Oh, I think I would. That sounds like amazing.
Yeah, well, it's fantastic.
Yeah, totally.
Anyways, he has. We'd go into the warehouse and we would try different samples.
Yeah.
I actually have bottles here that once contained samples from the Shelter Point Distillery.
Oh, that's cool. That's great.
And there's maybe just a tiny little drops in there still.
I see that, yeah. So he'd have to get off the afternoon off, or does he do that with other people? Or
well, he's done it with me.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's not a thing that they usually do.
I think you could take a tour.
Yeah, because you know how you could take tours of the breweries that we had.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't really have them anymore.
There are breweries in town.
Oh, okay.
But now with the COVID and all that, you know.
Oh yeah, he might not want to take us. But we'll see.
We'll see. Maybe when this thing is over, and if we go to the Shelter Point Distillery, I think you'd enjoy.
Oh, I know I would enjoy it. I love to see anything different like that. That'd be really neat.
So that's the difference between vodka and whiskey.
Yeah.
Right? Whiskey's aged in a barrel.
Right.
And vodka is not. And gin is not. Gin is infused with botanicals.
Oh yes.
But you were saying that it tastes heavier than vodka. That's because there are things from the wood and previous contents of the barrel.
Like when you said corn syrup, I feel like it's a little bit it's not syrupy, but just a little bit more dense than a vodka, obviously. Vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are fats and esters and what do they call those other things? Congeners. There are things in there brought on by the wood from the barrel and brought on from the previous contents of the barrel that the wood is made.
Right.
Okay,
Like how
so
the other one had wine in it.
yeah,
Mhm.
okay. So you get some things from the wine that was in there before and from the wood of the barrel, which you don't get with vodka. So yeah, there's more going on here than in a vodka, definitely.
Definitely.
To make a long story short.
No, yeah, I got you. No, that's what I figured. Like, it just was a bit more, like, I didn't mean heavier. I don't know what I meant, but...
Yeah, you're learning.
A little bit. I know you guys are going to be...
No, you're doing good.
But, I'm just trying to figure this out. But it is a lot.
It is a lot. It takes years and years to learn all this stuff.
Yeah.
But anyways, what does our cheers box has to say?
Oh, God.
What does it say this time? Oh, Chin Chin! Chin Chin!
Tintin? Chin Chin. I don't... What's that?
I think it's, I don't know, it's some...
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick. Food quick.
Food quick.
Yeah.